1 minute.
Prepare to launch to space. Now, T-minus 1 minute. All right, less than a minute, folks.
Come on. It's going to be still.
Are we ready? I can't hear you. We got the call up from the launch director that
Go for launch.
great is go for launch, heard and received by the crew. We are now a little more than 30 seconds away from the liftoff. All right, we're going to start our countdown right about now. Ready? 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 0. 1.
Oh my God!
Liftoff. Alex and Megan soaring high. About 10 seconds away from Miko. You should see that little flash, that's main engine cutoff. That's what Miko stands for. That is okay. They're going to start their second engine shortly, but the first stage will then start coming back. See stage separation on. And you should and that should there's the start of the boost back run. Spectacular colors there. So the bottom thing that is coming back is the first stage has to be actually flipped vertically so that it has to come back. So it flips over and comes back. And so that's what is called the boost back burn. It's going to come down and it's going to actually head a little bit south of us to former pad 13, landing zone 1. Bit of a nebula effect here as well. You can still see. What you're seeing here is onboard views of the Falcon 9 first stage as the boost back burn continues and wraps up. I've seen Merlin Packy mention it. Nobody wants to watch this on TV, but later, if you want to go to SpaceX, you actually should be able to go to their website and look at the launch, and usually they have first and second stage data that they show actually from the spacecraft. But of course, nobody wants to do that right now because we're watching it in real life. All right, beautiful night for it too.
It's from the causeway over on the Cape side of things.
By the way, the rocket you just saw launched is slightly more powerful than the one laying on its side in the rocket garden. 1.7 million pounds of thrust, which is actually a little bit more powerful than a Saturn 1B.
It's into flight. The first stage entry burn will begin at T plus 6 minutes and 16 seconds, thereabouts.
All right, so I think what we're looking at is the second stage burning and getting the astronauts into orbit. Again, kind of remember the first stage has to be starting to move in a southerly direction, so it's going to be going more in the direction of where the VAB is.
Though it may be, still has the burn of the Merlin vacuum engine on its tracking cam here. As you see, the onboard camera and the box on the right-hand side of your screen.
Falcon 9s, by the way, were named after the Millennium Falcon from Star Wars. Elon Musk is a big science fiction buff. He also named the drone ships in the ocean that they land those first stages on after starships from one of his favorite science fiction writers. But we are not needing them tonight.
We should be hearing
Dragon SpaceX trajectory nominal.
notable sonic as it makes its way back in.
Dragon.
Yeah, you will hear it. Okay. So that will burn again, but keep your think of a trajectory of going in that direction near where the VAB is going, or is, and just in that direction is where it's heading to land at landing zone 1. So. By the way, we're having another launch tomorrow, I believe, but not from this launch pad. 2 launch pads over, pad 40, I mentioned before, and that is where we're going to be launching tomorrow. Well, good Lord willing, 19 hours and 53 minutes from now at 6:40 or 6:54 p.m. The beginning of the window of a Starlink launch. Starlinks actually usually have a 4-hour window. All right, do you see that?
The first stage landing burn.
Yay! All right. Woo! All right. Yeah. You guys are awesome. Can I keep you? You're awesome. All right, so thank you very much for coming. I hope you enjoyed tonight's festivities. And again, tomorrow night, I don't think we're supporting it, but Titus knows Old Town to the north of us, New